I guess I'm ready. Hey you, I hope you're okay wherever you're at. If you're self-quarantined or if you are an essential worker and have to go, to work every day, I hope you're taking safety measures and being socially responsible, making sure that you are social distancing and doing everything that you can to avoid the spread of what's going on right now. I'm trying to do my best, although I'm not too sure if it's enough. I am employed by what's considered an essential business, so even though they shorten the hours and all that stuff, I feel like I still have to go to work. So far, we're just following what the CDC recommends, and since we're in Florida, the governor hasn't, shut us down or anything like that. Anyways, this is now how I thought I was gonna come back to YouTube. I know I've had a month break right now. I've been very stressed out at work for the last few months. I did transfer to a busier location, and it's been hard on me, like the change, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's been tough. And this month break has helped my performance at work so much that I felt like it was the right thing to do, to just stop my YouTube upload for a little while. I'm trying my best to get back to it, but it hasn't been that easy, which is weird because I do love YouTube. While I was on my break, I did think of quitting for a couple times or a few times, and I would ask my husband, like, is it okay if I quit YouTube? But he's amazing, so he would say, like, you're the only one who can answer that. So I think that's true. I'm still thinking it. He does have a point. I mean, I do love YouTube. I do love the creative process of just sitting down, speaking to you, editing, and all that stuff. I'm a really techie person, and I feel like this part of my life, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool having that relationship with you, and it's cool knowing how to edit, how to upload. Like, it's a whole process, it's a whole journey, and I really like it. However, I don't want it to get in the way of my real job, so I don't know, I'm like still balancing the pros and cons of everything. So I just want to thank you for hanging in there for me and waiting for me to upload. I know I haven't been like the best at being in social media. I do ghost a lot, like it's my nature, so I'm not like really into social media, which is, I guess, a problem. I think it's part of my introverted nature. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here and just tell you what's been going on. I did wanted to do like a get ready with me, but I don't feel it yet, especially because I'm still dealing with acne. I want my face to calm down before I film a tutorial or before I start reviewing other products. Right now my skin is not the same, even though it's still oily, but it's been dealing with a lot of dryness and it's reacting to the products that I'm using to control the acne. So I wouldn't think the products that I review at this time would have like the best, I wouldn't have like the best results, or the results wouldn't be normal. So that's why I haven't been like uploading much. So for today's video, like I only plan to just talk to you as a friend. Just imagine we're having, I don't know, wine or something. And we're just talking as friends, self-quarantine, I think the best thing about YouTube is like, in its nature, it's social distancing, like you're not touching me, like we're at least 6 feet away from each other. So we're not breaking any rules. But yeah, today I just wanted to talk to you what's been in my mind, what I've been thinking in the last month, which is quite a few things because my mind goes wild and I overthink every single little thing. So the first topic that I wanted to like discuss was my acne, because it's been affecting me a lot, which I didn't think it would affect me that much. All my life I've been dealing with acne, and in a way it was like part of my life, so I wouldn't think it would make me stop doing anything. But now that I've been clear for over a year, going back and having all those breakouts, and bad breakouts did mess with my head. It really messed up with my self-confidence. Like it was really hard for me to do a tutorial or a video or even go to work, and it was hard for me to put makeup on the camera because my breakouts would hurt a lot, and it wasn't as pleasant, or it wasn't as fun as I would like to. There were days where my breakouts were so bad that I felt like I was gonna call in to work, but I've never been that kind of girl, so I still showed up, although I probably should have stayed home. There was a few breakouts that were like right on my nose. I have one right now here, which is drying up, but I did have two breakouts like close to my eyes, and my eyes were swollen, and I do deal with people, so it was hard for me to like put a makeup on, like pat it off, and just go to work and pretend like it wasn't there, because I was like, oh my gosh, I probably look weird right now. But I still pushed through and I went to work. So in a way, I was like, I could probably not stop going to work, but I can stop posting videos, with my face like that. So if you are struggling with acne, I totally understand you. I totally know how it is. There's days where you just can't handle the pressure and say to yourself that you're okay. But there are other days that it's tough, knowing that you can't control it because that's just you. That's your body reacting. I totally get it. It's like a roller coaster of emotions when you're dealing with acne like that. I think the biggest problem that I had with my breakouts was that I stopped going to the dermatologist because I didn't have the time. It was hard to, set up an appointment, and my dermatologist is like pretty busy. Every time I knew, like, if I was off the next week, every time I would call, they were always busy. So it was hard to get an appointment, and I think that's what cost everything. Like, I stopped going to the dermatologist. I couldn't get an appointment every time I called, so I just gave up, and my acne just came back. So the reason why I went to the dermatologist was because I called in for my vacation. So I knew when I was gonna take vacation, so I called in and got an appointment. And unfortunately, they only had one freaking spot on Valentine's Day, just one spot, and it wasn't even my doctor. It was like a practitioner, a nurse practitioner. And I said, I don't I like at this point, whoever is available, I'll see them because I really need to go. It's getting out of control. It's affecting my life. I really have to. So I decided to go on Valentine's Day, and that's why I celebrated Valentine's Day a different day. Now, when I went to the appointment, it was pretty cool because my doctor was there and he was able to like squeeze me in between visits. The nurse practitioner didn't really want to see me first because she couldn't prescribe what the dermatologist prescribed me, and pretty much she didn't want to like steal me away from my doctor. So my dermatologist was amazing, and he squeezed me in and gave me what I needed, and he looked at me, he was like, oh my gosh, you're back to you're breaking out again. And I was sad. I told him, yeah, I'm breaking out, I don't know what to do. So he's like, okay, so I'm gonna get you on the whatever I had you before. He did change a few things, but it wasn't too much. He said he was gonna take either 2 or 3 months for me to show results like 100%. So I have another appointment in May for him to see how it's going. But I mean, it's been controlled a little bit more. I feel a lot better. I feel like I'm getting back to normal. So I feel like that's why I was able to to sit down and have a conversation with you. Although I do have some breakouts. This one started hurting like 2 days ago. The minute I decided to like, okay, I want to make a video this week, this freaking ugh, he just came and visit me, and it really hurt. And then I have a few here. But you can tell. But my skin has been so dry though, because the topical, like the solutions and the topical creams are drying the skin, or are trying to dry the bacteria on the skin. And so I haven't found the right moisturizer. You guys know how I love the ginseng moisturizer from Origins, and they changed the formula, so I don't like it at all anymore. And I don't know which moisturizer to use. I've been using the Neutrogena one, but I feel like I've confirmed it 100%. I do feel like it breaks me out, because even though I'm treating my acne, at the minute I put the Neutrogena cream, the Hydra Boost moisturizer, I have a new breakout. So I think that's why I have like some breakouts here and there. Today I did put some moisturizer in because I needed to level my skin. Otherwise it wouldn't look like this. Most of the times I haven't been using moisturizer or anything. Sometimes not even primers, because the solution that I'm using just messes up with the primers. And sometimes I just put foundation without anything, and my skin looks just so cracky, and it's weird, and I'm not liking it. So if you know of a good moisturizer for oily skin that quenches your skin but it's not oil based, I can't use oil based moisturizers, please leave them in the comment section because I do want to try them. I wanted to go to Sephora and get a sample of the Tatcha. I think one of you guys recommended the Tatcha moisturizer, or was it the primer? No, I think it was a primer. But anyways, it's been on my radar, to try the Tatcha, the water cream moisturizer. And I think there's another moisturizer from Charlotte Tilbury that I wanted to test. But because of what's going on, I can't get samples. And I don't want to buy the moisturizer without knowing that I like it, because those moisturizers are expensive. And so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm trying my luck with the Neutrogena Hydrate Boost Moisturizer. I'm putting them on my skin, but not every day, like maybe every other day or maybe once or twice a week, just to balance the moisture on my skin because my skin is really, really dry right now. And it messes up with my reviews. I am oily skin, and when I review something, I want to review it from the point of view of an oily skin girl. It's hard that my skin is not at that point yet. Like it's just dealing with stuff. What else can I tell you? Oh, I got free samples from, well, not free samples. I got free products from influencer for the Anastasia Beverly Hills, like the brow wiz, the brow definer, the brow gel, and I thought that was pretty cool. I also got the stencils, and I wanted to film a video of my brow routine. So if that's something that you guys will be interested in, let me know too, because I think that'll be fun. I also want to give or do a giveaway because I have the brow stencils already, and I don't use the brow definer. I mean, I've used it before, so I don't think I'm gonna use this one. So I have a completely new stencil kit and the brow definer, and I kind of want to give it away. So if you guys will be interested, let me know. I think I don't know, I think that'll be cool. Now I also want to touch, maybe briefly, or maybe not, who knows. Sometimes when I talk, I can't stop. But I wanted to talk about what's going on, and what are you guys doing? Are you self-quarantined, or are you working? How are you dealing with the stress of this thing? In my case, when it comes to this pandemic, I'm not as stressed, or I'm being responsible. I'm trying to be as responsible as I can, although I can't stay at home. I wish I could stay at home, but I can't stay at home. But I do have a few thoughts about it. First of all, I'm not okay with people being mean because they're scared or stressed. I mean, I can understand if people are scared or if people are stressed. I mean, they're not only worried about themselves, they're worried about families and how this can affect them not only on their health but on on a financial way. But I've seen so much mean people towards me and towards my coworkers and towards other people that it's kind of sad in a way. So I encourage you, if you are scared or if you're stressed, at least be kind, because you never know what that other person is dealing with too. I mean, I think we're all in this. Not only you are affected, I am affected, everyone around us is affected. At the end of the day, we're still human. We still deal with things, and being mean with other people, it won't resolve the problem. I'm that kind of person that likes to focus on solutions and on being positive. It's not like I can fix this, but at least I can do my part. And if you do your part, I think it'll be better. So yeah, another thing that I wanted to say, and I know you guys were thinking about this. I'm pretty sure if you've been here for a while, you probably were thinking about me if you heard about the news, but Disney closed. Oh my gosh. So I was telling my boss that even though I understand that this is important, like the coronavirus is very serious thing, I wasn't as scared or nervous, or I didn't take it as seriously as I should until Disney decided to close its doors, and I was like, oh, oh. This is serious, man. Like, this, let me take this more seriously. So I thought it was pretty funny at some level. Although that weekend I was off, like I think they closed March 16th. I was off the Saturday and Sunday before that, and I really wanted to go. My plans were to go. I had like a 3-day weekend, and I felt like I needed that stress relief, because Disney for me is, it's more like a lifestyle and it's therapy. So I felt the need to just release that stress at the parks, and I didn't go. I felt like I needed to be socially responsible, so I stayed home and I just self quarantined myself. I mean, I live a self quarantine life. You guys know I don't go out anywhere. I mean, if I go to Disney or grocery shopping, which I hate. If you didn't know that, I do hate grocery shopping. For me, it's a burden to go. And then I'll go like to a restaurant, and before I would like dine in with my husband, but in the last maybe 2 or 3 years, I really haven't been to like a dining restaurant. I always order takeout. So I would order from Outback or Olive Garden. I would just order online and pick it up and just eat at home. and not like dine in. It's been really, really rare. The only times that I've been into a restaurant or like if I go to Disney and we make reservations. But yeah, it's been like very weird or very rare that I go out. And I think this is my life, you know. I don't know if you've seen memes where people are like posting gamers like when you realize that your life is a self-quarantine life or something like that. I don't know how it goes, but you know, like for me, it's very normal. So I'm not like freaking out or I'm not like bored as hell just because I'm home. Home is my happy place, especially if my husband is here. And so I also have like, in a way, I have like this really dark sense of humor. So I've been like enjoying memes about the coronavirus. I don't know if you've seen Cardi B with her with how she said coronavirus, and you know a lot of people are posting memes, and sometimes I feel like comedy is it's good for the soul. So if you're freaking out or if you're stressed and really worried, try to not take it lightly, but at least find some comedy in it and laugh. And I feel like it helps. What else have I done? Oh, in the last month or so, I've been watching Grey's Anatomy. I've seen so many shows. I don't know what else to watch. So if you know about pretty good shows, just let me know in the comments so I can check them out. But I've never been a Grey's Anatomy girl. Like I've never watched that show fully. I mean, I've seen episodes. Before I got married, like I would see some episodes at home. I think my sister would watch them, and so I would watch one episode here and there. But I never was like attached to the show until now. And my husband and I just sat down and started watching the whole thing. I think we're on season 12. I think so. So McDreamy died, and I'm still mourning that. They're dark times, man. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, just watching Grey's Anatomy. I haven't watched any show. At some point, I think I want to watch The Office again. I don't know if you guys have watched The Office, but The Office is amazing and I love their humor. So sometimes I feel like I need that too. But lately, I've just watched Grey's Anatomy. I did watch Santa Clarita Diet. I've already watched season 1 and 2, but I think I was working on 3 and I totally forgot. I never finished it. And so I finished season 3, and I think this was like a year ago that they released it. So I was like pretty excited, and I was Googling when is the season 4 coming out to realize that Netflix decided to cancel the show. So I'm here like, what? I mean, if you've seen Santa Carita Diary, it does finish on a cliffhanger. It's like, what are you doing to me? Why? I need a resolution right now. So I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to keep posting regularly, but I'm not as sure if I can post every Friday. I mean, I know I've been missing a month now, and before that I missed a couple weeks. So I'm trying to get the hang of it this year. 2020 has been terrible. Like, oh my gosh. I think my biggest problem is that I didn't have any goals. Usually like last year on 2019, I had like my goals for the channel, like what I wanted to do with it. 2020, man, it's been rough. And so I think my channel has gotten a hit too. Although I do appreciate for all the people who has been subscribing, I don't know, checking my channel, commenting. I do appreciate your support a lot, and I don't want to disappoint you. So I'm gonna do my best to keep trying, but just bear with me until like I get a hang of it, because I feel like I lost control and I don't know how to get it back. I did ask for a transfer to another location closer to home because lately, even though I love my job, you guys, I love my job a lot. Like I really do. I love what I do. But this new location, for some reason, it just takes a lot from me, and at some point something had to give, and it was sad that my YouTube channel took the hit. But not even on the days that I'm supposed to leave early, I get home early. I think the earliest I get home every day is 6 o'clock. I think one time I was lucky, I was home by like 5:45, and I get here, I'm so tired. I just wanted to just take a shower and just collapse in bed and watch TV because my whole body hurts. And it's not because I do heavy lifting or anything. It's just like so much mental work, and I think emotionally I just get so tired after dealing with so much. So I requested a transfer to see if I can have like a better work-life balance. And by work-life balance I mean YouTube. But they can't let me go unless they find a replacement for me, and that may not happen until mid-April. But with this pandemic, I don't know if that's gonna happen because everything is like on a pause right now. Now I wanted also to pursue my master's degree. It's something that I've never thought of until now, and I have the opportunity to pursue the master's degree without incurring in any debt. There's a program at work that allows me to earn my master's without paying, because they have like full tuition programs, and I thought of it. But if I do that, then YouTube is going to get a hit too. So it's been tough. There's a lot of things that are going on my mind right now because I don't want to quit YouTube, like I said, but there's so many things. I also am trying to, I don't know if you heard about Dave Ramsey, but I'm trying to follow what he says and try to get out of debt, because my goal is to be out of debt in less than 5 years. I kind of want to start a family and I don't want to start a family being in debt. So that's another thing. I kind of want a baby. Like I have a baby fever. I have a baby fever so bad and I want to cry because I feel like I can't do it. I can't do it in the state that I am right now. I'm always so busy. I have no family around that could help me. God knows I can't afford childcare at all. And my husband and I worked. He recently got promoted to being a manager, so now he works more hours and he has more responsibility. So, we're both hard workers and our work is top priority. So kids are like in the back end, and I feel like it's time to put babies as a priority because I really want one, but I'm realistic, and I know I can't right now. So there's a lot of things going in my head. I probably bored you with all my stuff. So if you're still here by the end of this video, I truly appreciate you listening. You can follow the conversation in the comments, whatever you think of what I've told you, either the pandemic or having babies or work stress or being kind to others or anything that you want to share. Even if I didn't mention it, just let me know because I would like to know about you. Now I do hope that you and your family and your loved ones are okay. It's all I can wish for you. I'm sending you a lot of kisses and hugs. So I will see you on my next video. Bye!